Chosen one, God has announced important days for your life. And no, this isn't a metaphor, a hopeful saying, or a nice thought. It's a divine reality being set in motion. Heaven's calendar is shifting. The divine agenda has reached a point of activation, and your name is glowing with purpose. These are not ordinary days ahead. They are marked, sealed, and declared for breakthrough. You are being aligned with time frames that heaven has prepared for your reward, your rise, your recognition. Before we go any deeper, stay with me until the very end of this message. Let your heart receive it, and comment your warmest wishes and type 99 below. This is more than just a video. It's a transmission of energy, a spiritual signal to the universe that your time is now, that your wishes are real, that divine timing is alive. Your words matter in this moment. They are sparks, and the universe will listen. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. These important days are not showing up randomly. They are arriving after a long spiritual preparation you may not have even known was happening. While you were surviving pain, while you were walking through rejection, while you were trying to understand why things were being delayed, heaven was counting your steps. Each one was calculated. Not to test you without reward, but to test you for timing. And now, the alarm clock in the spirit has gone off. The days are here. Your appointed time is entering the room. Chosen one, divine announcements don't come like earthly ones. They're not shouted on the news or blasted from loudspeakers. No, they arrive softly, and they land only in the hearts of the prepared. That's why it has felt quiet. That's why others don't see what you see. They don't feel what you feel. But your discernment is rising. Your spiritual ears are tuning in. And that is not a coincidence. You are the one meant to hear this, because you are the one meant to walk into these holy days. Don't underestimate what can happen in a short span of time when God has decided it's time. What didn't happen in years can happen in hours when it's your moment. And this is what is being announced. Your divine moment is being brought forward. Something you have long waited for is moving. Something that once looked frozen is about to be lit with fire. God is not just announcing blessings, He is announcing timing, precision, acceleration. You are entering a zone where time will collapse in your favor. Delays will break, stagnation will fall, and sudden movement will become your new reality. The heavens have recorded your waiting. They've seen your obedience even when you were confused. They've seen your faithfulness when you were tired. And now the schedule is shifting to favor you. There are divine appointments waiting for you, encounters you can't miss, opportunities that have your name spiritually encoded in them. These days ahead are not about hustle. They're about alignment. You won't have to chase what's already been reserved for you. It will find you. Your job now is to listen, to stay open, and to be ready, because heaven's announcements come with instructions. And those instructions will feel simple, but they will shift everything. You might be called to speak when you would normally stay silent. You may feel led to go somewhere unexpected. You might even wake up with clarity that feels supernatural. That's not just intuition, it's activation. These days are charged with divine voltage, and you are the lightning rod. What was once dormant in you is about to awaken, powerfully, quickly, unapologetically. You don't need to force anything. The doors are opening not because of what you push, but because of who you are, chosen, appointed, anointed. The very essence of this announcement is not about striving, it's about arrival. Arrival into divine days, arrival into heavenly confirmation, arrival into the part of your story where things finally begin to make sense. All the confusion you endured is being reversed into clarity. The delays are now turning into divine setups. The people who walked away were part of the timing. The things you didn't get were part of the protection. And now, what's meant for you is arriving without competition, without resistance, with grace. These important days carry weight, yes, but they also carry ease. Because when something is timed by God, it doesn't need effort, it needs presence. Show up. Be present in your spirit. Be alert. Be willing to receive. This isn't about doing more. This is about recognizing more. God is revealing dates in the spiritual realm. Dates where prayers will be answered, where vision will be restored, where your name will be called forward, where what you carried in silence will now be celebrated in public. Get ready for signs. They will be everywhere. On receipts, in dreams, through songs, in numbers, in conversations. This is not superstition. This is synchronization. The universe is coordinating with divine timing to give you signals. It is not coincidence. It is confirmation. And when the moment arrives, and it will, you'll feel it in your spirit before you see it with your eyes. You'll walk into it naturally, but it will feel holy. You'll recognize it not because it looks familiar, but because it feels destined. Pay attention to how things make you feel in these days. Your discernment is being sharpened to guide you directly into your portion. God isn't just preparing your days. He is preparing you for your days. He's polishing your confidence, softening your heart, strengthening your core. Because what's coming requires all of you. Your wisdom, your peace, your awareness. The announcement is not just an event, it's a transformation. There is no going back after this. These important days are irreversible. Once they begin, the shift will be permanent. What was small will now be large. What was hidden will now be revealed. What was delayed will now be expedited. The rest of this year will not look like the beginning. You are being pulled into your divine chapter. More is coming, and it starts now. You've entered the divine countdown. The time you felt unseen, forgotten, or misplaced, it wasn't wasted. It was a hidden phase of holy calibration. While you were waiting, heaven was arranging. And now, the announcement you've longed for is no longer distant. It's echoing into your spirit, sending waves of knowing into your soul. You can feel it in your bones. Something has changed. Not externally first, but spiritually. The atmosphere around you is preparing for something unprecedented. Chosen one. When God marks days as important, it means the usual rules no longer apply. These are days set apart, sacred, unrepeatable, and bursting with destiny. You won't need to beg for blessings. They're already tied to the moments ahead. Divine appointments are circling you, waiting to land. And when they do, the impact will be undeniable. This is the window, the portal, the stretch of time you've been sensing. Don't let fear rob you of what belongs to you. The past tried to convince you that delay meant denial, but that was a lie. The delay was development. The silence was setup. And now, God is making the schedule visible. You are not behind. You are right on time for divine fulfillment. In these days, you will notice strange things begin to happen. Not chaos, but alignment that defies logic. People who once ignored you may suddenly reach out. Opportunities that seemed far away will suddenly become yours. Doors that were shut will swing open, and you'll know exactly which one to walk through. Not because someone told you, but because God has already whispered the confirmation into your spirit. You've been in training for this. Maybe you didn't know it. Maybe you thought you were just enduring. But what you called pain, God called preparation. What you called pressure, heaven called shaping. And the shaping is complete. You are not being tested anymore. You're being activated. So take this seriously. This is not the time to retreat into old habits or shrink into doubt. You cannot sleepwalk through these days. You must be awake, fully awake, eyes open, spirit alive. Because what's coming will not announce itself twice. When the moment shows up, you must be ready to say yes, without hesitation, without overthinking, without trying to figure everything out. These are moments you've never seen before, levels you've never touched, rooms you've never entered. But they've always been part of your blueprint. And now the signal has gone out. It's time. Heaven is aligning earthly events to match what's already been approved in the spirit realm. You'll find that timing starts working in your favor in ways you can't explain. Things will just click. People will show up at the exact second you need them. Resources will flow without strain. Ideas will pour in with ease. You'll feel like you're walking in a current, not pushing against it. That's how you'll know it's divine. Flow is the proof, and listen carefully. The reason these days are important is not just because of what you'll receive, but because of who you'll become. These aren't just reward days, they are transformation days. The version of you who walks into this season is going to be elevated into someone even stronger, wiser, bolder, and freer. You're not just stepping into opportunity, you're stepping into authority. This isn't temporary success. This isn't a short-term miracle. This is divine repositioning, permanent redefinition. Heaven is rewriting how the world sees you, how you see yourself, and how the universe responds to your presence. There's been a shift in your frequency. You've been upgraded, and now everything around you will begin to respond accordingly. The connections you make in this time will not be accidental. They'll be orchestrated. Watch for divine collaborations. Watch for conversations that spark visions. Watch for unexpected partnerships that carry long-term purpose. These will not just be moments of gain. They will be encounters that shape the next decade of your life. And you must understand something very clearly. The old version of you cannot walk through this door. The insecure you, the second-guessing you, the I'm not ready you, that version has expired. It is no longer valid for the days ahead. You are being dressed in a new spiritual wardrobe. You are being clothed with clarity, courage, and confidence. Step into it. You'll notice your speech changing, your posture changing, your thoughts becoming more aligned. That's not ego, it's empowerment. It's heaven reminding you of who you truly are. For too long, you've played small to make others comfortable. But these days require boldness, the type of boldness that honors your calling. You will not be able to blend in anymore. You're being elevated on purpose, and that elevation comes with visibility. God is not just putting you in the right place, He's putting you in the spotlight for a reason. Not to impress, but to impact. These next days are not about applause. They're about alignment with divine legacy. What you touch will grow. What you speak will manifest. What you dream will receive backing from realms you cannot see. That's what happens when the schedule of heaven meets the obedience of a chosen one. You'll wake up one of these mornings soon and realize everything feels different. The air will feel lighter. Your heart will feel steady. Your spirit will feel full. That's not imagination. That's the manifestation of days that were planned long ago finally catching up to the moment. It is happening. Not because you forced it, but because you aligned with it. So get ready, really ready. The announcement isn't coming, it's here. The shift isn't on the way, it has started. The days aren't approaching, they've arrived. This is the season your life turns from waiting to walking, from preparing to possessing, from surviving to soaring. And you were born for it. The shift has already begun to show itself, even in subtle signs. A new energy surrounds you, and the atmosphere is no longer what it was a few weeks ago. You might notice that certain places feel heavier, certain people feel more distant, and some old routines simply no longer feel like they belong to you. That's not your imagination, that's spiritual migration. You are being moved, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, toward what's next. You are stepping into the days that were whispered over your name before you took your first breath. Chosen one, the old cycle has no more power over you. You are not who you were even a month ago. That season of questioning, of sitting in the shadows, of wondering if your moment would ever come, it has expired. You are now under new timing, new instruction, and a new atmosphere of divine priority. These are the days when your name is not only heard in heaven, it is being spoken on the earth in rooms you haven't even entered yet. People are sensing your name in the spirit. Doors are warming up in anticipation of your knock. Destiny is leaning forward, preparing to embrace you. And you must not be distracted. You must not let the noise around you convince you that nothing's happening. Because often, right before divine action explodes visibly, it goes quiet. That silence you feel. It's not absence, it's sacred. It's the holy stillness before revelation. These important days carry acceleration unlike anything you've experienced before. What used to take effort will now happen with ease. What used to be confusing will now feel crystal clear. This is divine flow. This is spiritual alignment. You've crossed a threshold. Heaven has released approval. Your process has matured. Your faith has stood. Your obedience has qualified you. And now, God is rewarding what was once only whispered in your prayers. Don't underestimate how quickly these changes can occur. A single conversation can redirect your entire life. A single open door can shift your entire financial status. A single inspired action can launch your purpose into full visibility. These are the days when suddenly becomes a lifestyle. Not because of luck, but because of alignment with heaven's clock. And in these moments of divine timing, you will feel the urge to respond. Respond with bold action. Respond with unshakable faith. Respond by showing up, even when you're nervous. These next steps may not make logical sense to others, but they don't have to. They only need to make spiritual sense to you. When God marks time, logic bends. Chosen one, your instructions for these important days won't come through fear or pressure. They'll arrive through peace. You'll feel a supernatural stillness that tells you, this is it. And when that moment arrives, move. Don't delay. Don't overthink. Don't ask for a second sign when the first one was already clear. The days God has announced for you are not just about reward. They are about repositioning. The system around your life is being reorganized. Some connections will fall away naturally. Let them. Some routines will become impossible to maintain. Release them. Some desires will suddenly feel outdated. Don't fight that. You are not being punished. You are being propelled. You were never meant to stay in the season that shaped you. You were meant to evolve through it. And now you're being pulled out of the fire into the fullness of your calling. That transition can feel emotional, even bittersweet, because it means saying goodbye to the version of you who lived through waiting, through heartbreak, through uncertainty. But you must let them go, because the you who is emerging has work to do. That version of you walks with power, clarity, and calmness. That version is trusted by heaven to steward more influence, more finances, more love, more clarity, more peace. That version doesn't just survive life, they shift it, they lead it. They embody what alignment with God looks like in human form. The people who meet you now are meeting someone new. They may not even understand how you've changed, but they will feel it. Your energy is different. Your presence carries authority. Your words carry more resonance. That's not ego, it's transformation. It's what happens when the divine hand of time finally lifts the veil off your next chapter. These important days are also exposing what's not meant to go forward with you. Be aware. People with hidden agendas will show themselves. Situations that were once tolerable will suddenly become unbearable. You are being protected from spiritual contamination. Don't ignore those revelations. Don't try to make old energy fit your new frequency. Your spirit has already upgraded. Your surroundings must reflect that. And here's the truth. Some days may still feel quiet. Some moments may still seem uncertain. That's okay. Faith is not about the absence of mystery. It's about trusting the timing even when you can't see the full outcome. You are not late. You are not lost. You are on divine schedule. And in this schedule, every minute has meaning. You might feel like you're walking through life holding something the world can't see yet. That's because you are. You are carrying a frequency that doesn't match the crowd. You're carrying promise, purpose, power. And now, those things are about to be revealed in ways that are undeniable. It's not just going to be a good season. It's going to be a defining one. A season that launches legacy, that establishes your name, that cements your identity. These important days are days of history. Not history as in the past, but history being made through you, in real time, with heaven watching. So stay focused, protect your energy. Refuse to entertain what distracts or diminishes you. This is not the time for doubt. This is not the time for half measures. This is the time for bold alignment. To speak what you believe, to show up even when you don't feel 100%, to walk in expectancy, not because you're perfect, but because God's timing is. Chosen one, the days ahead are charged. They're alive. They're dripping with divine coordination. You may not see it all yet, but the movement has already begun. The wheel is turning. The gates are creaking open. And your name is echoing through the chambers of opportunity. This is not a possibility. This is a prophecy fulfilled. These days you've entered are not like the ones behind you. They carry a vibration that is entirely different. A current of breakthrough, of forward movement, of things finally falling into place. You may have waited long. You may have prayed with tears. You may have stayed silent when everything in you wanted to shout. But now, without needing to explain anything to anyone, the evidence will begin to show itself. The timing has arrived. God doesn't announce important days without preparing a release. These are not empty words. This is not spiritual hype. It is a declaration from the highest authority in the universe. Divine time has been activated over your life. And once that happens, things that were stuck begin to break loose. Delays unravel. Resistance weakens. And what was once impossible becomes your new normal. But listen closely. This divine announcement also comes with responsibility. You are being trusted with new awareness, new spiritual weight. You're not just being blessed, you're being positioned as an example. Others will watch you, silently, closely. They'll wonder how you moved so quickly, how you gained so much clarity, how you suddenly shifted levels. They won't see the years of preparation, but they will witness the outcome. You were not selected randomly. You were chosen because you endured silently. You matured privately. You kept your faith intact even when your heart was breaking. You continued when everything told you to quit, and that is why this moment is sacred. Heaven rewards obedience, not just performance. And you, chosen one, have passed every hidden test. Now comes the glory. Expect your intuition to become sharper. Expect confirmations to come faster. Expect miracles to unfold more often. You are living in an atmosphere of divine acceleration. The alignment between your internal world and heaven's timing is creating a ripple effect. What was once hard is becoming simple. What was once delayed is rushing in. You're not imagining it. You're entering flow. These important days will not always look like miracles at first glance. Some of them will be ordinary moments disguised as divine intersections. A phone call, a chance encounter, a quiet nudge in your spirit. Don't dismiss any of them. God often hides breakthroughs in simplicity to protect them from the unprepared. This season isn't about what you can control, it's about what you can recognize. And recognition is a skill. It takes spiritual maturity to realize when a divine moment is knocking. You've been trained for this. All the times you felt left out, overlooked, uncertain. It was all training your eyes to see, your ears to hear, and your spirit to respond when the time finally arrived. And now, it has. This is why you must protect your sensitivity. Be mindful of your energy. You can't let distractions steal your focus anymore. These are destiny-altering days. And what you choose to focus on right now will echo for years. This is not exaggeration, it's alignment. There are spiritual resources being released to support your new season. Favor, provision, people, ideas, they're all part of the rollout. You won't have to chase. They will arrive right on time, in the exact order needed, without pressure or confusion. That's how you'll know it's divine. You might not feel ready. You might even feel underqualified. That's normal. Every chosen one has a moment when the call feels bigger than their capacity. But that's because it is. You were never meant to do this with your strength alone. God has infused these days with divine backing. His hand is on your movement. His voice is in your decisions. His power is behind your steps. These upcoming days are launching you into your prophetic rhythm. Your life is going to take on a pace that reflects purpose, not pressure. You'll no longer feel like you're chasing time. Instead, time will start serving you. That is the reward of divine alignment. You don't lose energy, you gain momentum. Let this sink in. You're not waiting for something big anymore. You're walking in it. The shift has occurred, the schedule has changed, and your spirit can already feel the difference. Watch how certain struggles lose their grip on you. Watch how anxiety begins to break off. Watch how clarity replaces confusion. These are the signs that you've stepped into your marked moment. These are the indications that God's timeline is overriding every past disappointment. You will feel supported by invisible help. Things that once drained you will now empower you. Conversations that used to exhaust you will now inspire you. This is not a mood, this is a manifestation. Heaven is surrounding you with divine protection and insight. You are not alone in this transition. You are not entering it unprepared. You are surrounded. You are held. Chosen one. Your story is shifting from prophecy to proof. You don't need to convince anyone anymore. What God is about to do will speak louder than anything you've ever said. You don't need to announce your shift. The fruit will announce it for you. Your glow will announce it for you. Your peace will announce it for you. Your elevation will speak louder than any words you could use. These are days of distinction. You will be separated, not in isolation, but in elevation. God is placing you where others can see what it looks like to move in alignment. You are becoming a living reminder that heaven has a calendar, and that calendar is accurate, right on time, without fail. So prepare your heart. Prepare your space. Prepare your energy. Things are going to move quickly. The days ahead carry delivery, confirmation, and reward. You'll start seeing repeated signs on clocks, on signs, in whispers. Don't dismiss them. They are echoes of what's already been written. You are not at the end of a cycle. You are at the beginning of fulfillment. This is the season where things finally break open. This is the hour where God's announcements take shape. This is the moment where the chosen rise. And you, yes you, are ready. Chosen one, you are now moving with a heavenly seal on your life. This moment, this stretch of divine time, has been waiting for you. Everything is catching up. Your growth, your readiness, your clarity, your courage. You've crossed an invisible threshold, and nothing will ever be the same again. This is not about hype. It's about holy momentum. What's happening now is irreversible. The shift is so real, so present, that even the atmosphere around you is obeying it. Old patterns are being disrupted. Habits that once held you are crumbling. Mindsets that limited you are dissolving. You are not just entering important days. You are stepping into days where the past has no authority. It cannot hold you. It cannot claim you. It cannot delay you. You have passed the line of no return. In these days, you will become aware of new levels of discernment. Things you used to tolerate, you can no longer entertain. Places that once felt familiar will now feel foreign. That is not a loss. It's proof that you've grown beyond what once held you. And as you move forward, you will feel both lighter and sharper. That's what happens when divine energy begins to move freely through you. You're not chasing clarity anymore. It's chasing you. Answers are coming, not forced, but revealed. The fog that surrounded your decisions is lifting. You'll wake up with inner knowing. You'll hear instructions in your quiet moments. You'll feel guided without needing to explain why. Because in these important days, God is not only scheduling your blessings, He is training your intuition. You are becoming fluent in the language of alignment. Chosen one, you are not stepping into random blessings. These are precise, calculated, and prepared. You are walking into things that were hidden for you, not from you. And now, the veil is being lifted. As you continue, the veil between the seen and unseen will grow thinner. You will sense things before they happen. You will pick up divine cues with ease. You are no longer trying to believe. You are now living from belief. Let this truth anchor deep within you. The wait was worth it. All the lonely days, all the tears you never told anyone about, all the questions you carried quietly in the night, all of it was held, seen, remembered, and now rewarded. You didn't wait in vain. You were being positioned. What you thought was a delay was actually a layer of protection, keeping you hidden until the days God had marked were ready. And now, they are ready. This is why some things fell apart without warning. This is why certain doors closed without explanation. This is why relationships changed. God was clearing the schedule, wiping the table clean, making room for divine orchestration. He couldn't let the wrong people interfere with the timing of your breakthrough. These are not days for crowd approval. These are days for kingdom alignment. And you, chosen one, are not who you were. You've been transformed, spiritually upgraded. You walk different, think different, respond different. It's not arrogance, it's assignment. You're being pulled by purpose now. No longer wandering, no longer guessing. You are being magnetized toward moments you were born for. Pay attention to what sparks joy, what ignites energy, what stirs your passion in these days. That's not a coincidence, it's instruction. You are being guided by alignment, not stress. You don't need to prove yourself anymore. What is meant for you will be drawn to your frequency. And you're vibrating higher than ever. Divine timing isn't just about when something happens. It's about who you are when it does. You are finally the version of yourself who can carry what's coming. Not just with strength, but with wisdom, integrity, and grace. God didn't just wait for the time to be right. He waited for you to be ready. And now, you are. In these important days, be present. Fully present. Listen to your intuition. Honor your energy. Create space for clarity. Don't rush. Don't chase. Just align. What's aligned will not need to be begged for. It will arrive without resistance. Chosen one, before the week ends, you'll know why. There is a divine reason this message found you. A reason that is not random. A reason that is deeply aligned with where you are spiritually, emotionally, and energetically right now. This is your confirmation that something is shifting, something is moving, and something has already been written in your favor. As you begin this week, you are standing at the edge of divine revelation. Before this week ends, something will click. Something will align. Something will be revealed to you that makes all the confusion, all the pain, and all the waiting suddenly make sense. Watch this video until the very end. Let it speak to your spirit. And write your warmest, most powerful wishes in the comments, followed by the number 99. This is a sacred moment, a universal agreement, a charge of energy that connects heaven and earth through your intention. One wish, one declaration, one blessing. As you write it, may the universe conspire in your favor and send it back to you multiplied. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's go deeper into the message. Chosen one, you've been sensing something. That stirring in your heart hasn't been random. The signs, the repeating numbers, the strange dreams, the unexpected emotions, they've all been clues. Heaven has been whispering. You've been under divine instruction even when you didn't know it. This has not been an ordinary week. You are in a countdown, and before the days roll into the next, you will know why it had to unfold the way it did. This week carries revelation. And this revelation will explain so many things that didn't make sense before. You're not crazy for feeling like you're being pulled in a direction you can't fully see yet. That pull is real. It's purpose. It's a call. It's destiny knocking at your soul's front door. There's a moment coming, quiet but undeniable. It won't be loud, but it will be deeply convincing. And you'll know in your spirit, this is why I went through that. This is why I was kept hidden. This is why I had to wait. Before the week ends, a truth will drop into your life like a key fitting into a divine lock. And it will unlock not only your understanding, but also your forward movement. What you've been delayed in, confused about, or hesitant to act on will gain new momentum. Because knowing why is powerful, and heaven is about to show you why. You've been protected, and at times that protection looked like rejection. It looked like silence. It looked like being overlooked. But you weren't being denied. You were being prepared. You were being covered. You were being positioned so precisely that when the answer finally arrives, your soul will whisper, I was built for this. All the delays, the lonely nights, the closed doors, the prayers that seemed unanswered, they were pieces of a divine strategy. The wisdom you're about to receive before this week ends is not just for comfort, it's for clarity. And clarity changes everything. It changes your choices. It shifts your relationships. It redefines your priorities. Clarity gives you vision, and vision gives you velocity. You're not just moving, you're being launched. But first you had to see the truth, and that truth is almost here. This revelation may come through someone's words. It may be in a dream. It may be a sudden realization while you're walking, cooking, or sitting alone. It may be something you read or something you overhear. It could even be a divine download in a moment of stillness. However it comes, it will feel different than everything else. It will settle into you. It will carry peace and certainty. And it will remove the fog that's been around you lately. You've been asking why certain things fell apart, why certain people walked away, why certain doors didn't open. You've wondered if you missed it, if you misunderstood your purpose. But you didn't. Your discernment wasn't wrong. It just wasn't time yet. But now you're nearing the moment of unveiling. The curtain is being pulled back. Heaven is preparing to whisper a divine answer to your heart. And when it lands, it will erase all the doubt. This isn't just about comfort. It's about activation. You are being activated into a higher level of your calling. The truth you receive will equip you for what's coming next. It's not only going to explain what happened, it's going to empower you to step into what's next. A new season is rising up around you, and the old season is losing its grip. You're moving from wondering to knowing, from waiting to walking, from hoping to happening. The divine download that's arriving before this weekend will align you with people who are waiting to bless you, guide you, or walk beside you in this next level. And more importantly, it will align you with yourself. You'll see yourself differently, more clearly. You'll recognize your strength, your wisdom, your worth. You'll realize just how much you've grown. And that new awareness will be the soil where new miracles grow. Get ready for confirmation. Get ready for clarity. Get ready for closure. These are the gifts that are being released into your life now. They are arriving so that you no longer have to carry the weight of confusion. The time for confusion is over. The time for revelation has arrived. You're not watching this by chance. Your soul called this in, and it came. Because this is the week you're going to know why. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not being punished. What you are feeling right now is the weight of divine precision. Everything about your journey is being aligned down to the hour. Before the week ends, you'll understand that what felt like stagnation was divine synchronization. You weren't stuck. You were strategically held in place until the doors you were meant to walk through were ready to receive you. This is where your faith becomes sight. This is where your prayers become presence. Something is going to happen, a message, a moment, a realization that will shake the dust off your confusion and speak directly to your soul. And in that moment, all the dots will connect. You will realize that heaven never forgot about you. The silence wasn't neglect, it was preparation. The delay wasn't denial, it was protection. The waiting wasn't wasted, it was working. Chosen one, your life is being recalibrated. That divine why is part of the reset. You were never meant to blend in, and that's why your story took a different path. While others rushed ahead, your pace was held back. Not because you were weak, but because your call is greater. Your impact requires a deeper foundation, a more refined spirit, a greater awareness. The very things you've been wrestling with are what qualify you to lead in the next chapter. You've been hearing the whispers of something new. You've felt it in your spirit. But the mind has been waiting for confirmation. That confirmation is coming, and it's going to show up in a way that is deeply personal, uniquely divine, and undeniably accurate. You won't have to second guess it. You won't have to ask for more signs. When it comes, you'll know. And let's be honest, you're ready. You're ready to stop asking questions that loop back into frustration. You're ready to stop wondering if you've been left out. You're ready to know, and heaven knows you're ready. That's why it's happening now. You've been in spiritual school. You've passed the quiet tests. You've endured the silent upgrades. And now, the graduation moment is approaching. There is a sacred shift happening in your atmosphere. The air around you is charged. Even when you can't see the evidence, trust the energy. Something is about to break open. A message is about to arrive. A person is about to reach out. An opportunity is about to light up. And it's all part of that answer, the reason why. That reason will echo through your emotions, through your intuition, through your body, and it will settle you. This is not a small shift. This is a major realignment. You're not simply about to find out why something happened. You're about to be shown why it had to happen exactly like it did. The timing, the loss, the shift, the stillness. Every moment will start to make sense. And when that awareness lands, it will ignite something powerful within you. You will begin to walk with a deeper confidence. Not a loud, boastful confidence, but the quiet, unstoppable kind that comes from knowing you are being carried by divine order. You'll stop apologizing for your sensitivity, for your depth, for your wisdom. Because now you'll know. You weren't being dramatic. You were being prophetic. You weren't being weak. You were being refined. There's a strength in you that's been buried under the weight of unanswered questions. But now, as the light of truth starts to shine through, that strength is going to rise. The real you, the empowered, visionary, bold you, is going to take the lead. And the world will notice. The why that's coming will set off a chain reaction. It will be the key that turns the lock on a dozen other doors. You'll start to remember who you are. You'll begin to reclaim what you gave up on. Dreams that you shelved will return with fresh clarity. Plans that once felt impossible will suddenly seem simple. Relationships that drained you will become easy to walk away from. And peace will no longer be a temporary guest. It will become your home. You are being lifted into a higher understanding. And with it, a higher responsibility. Because once you know the truth, you can't return to the confusion. You can't live small anymore. You can't doubt yourself the same way. You can't beg for breadcrumbs when heaven is handing you the full table. Before this week ends, there will be a moment, sacred and personal, that confirms everything. You won't need outside validation. You won't need proof. The revelation will carry its own weight. You will feel it, and you will believe it. And from that moment on, everything begins to accelerate. Chosen one. This isn't just about knowing why something happened. It's about realizing that everything has been building up to something bigger. It's not just a single answer that's coming before the weekends. It's the beginning of a new understanding that will ripple through every area of your life. You are entering a space of divine decoding. You're about to see behind the curtain. And when you do, you'll walk differently, talk differently, plan differently. You've been asking questions for a long time. Why did that relationship suddenly end? Why did the door close when everything looked so promising? Why did you feel led somewhere, only for it to seem like nothing happened? It's not because you were wrong. It's because the path wasn't finished. You were still in transit. The process hadn't completed its sacred work in you yet. But now, something is completing. Something is being sealed. Something is clicking into place. This is the moment your journey makes sense to you. And that's what really matters. No more needing other people to understand it. No more trying to explain yourself. No more overanalyzing or rehearsing your pain. Because now, your soul will receive what your mind couldn't comprehend before. And let me remind you, there is nothing wrong with you. You haven't failed. You haven't missed your destiny. You haven't run out of time. In fact, time is now working for you. Every second that passes is pulling you closer to divine revelation, closer to the why, closer to your new chapter. There's something powerful about divine timing. It doesn't rush, but it doesn't delay either. It arrives precisely when your spirit is strong enough to receive the truth and your heart is open enough to accept it. That's what this week is about. Heaven waited for this exact window. Your energy, your alignment, your growth. It's all converging now. And when it lands, it's not going to be loud or dramatic. No lightning bolt, no thunder, just a moment. A peaceful, electric, sacred moment where something within you says, "That's it. I get it now." And in that moment, healing rushes in. The weight you've been carrying will begin to melt. You won't need to keep looking over your shoulder. You won't need to keep wondering what's coming. You'll just know, and that knowing will ground you. Don't be surprised if your emotions rise up unexpectedly this week. Tears, laughter, deep silence. Let them come. They're part of the release. You've carried questions like anchors, but clarity lifts, truth lightens. You're not going to feel heavy anymore. You're going to feel released. That's what the why does. It opens the gate. You are stepping into a new realm of understanding. And understanding is where transformation begins. This isn't about going back to who you used to be. It's about stepping fully into who you've become. There are parts of you that you haven't even met yet. Strengths, ideas, creativity, vision, buried under confusion, buried under waiting. But now, they rise. Before the weekends, you'll feel it. The shift. The fog will start to lift. And in its place, vision. In its place, a fire. You'll remember your mission. You'll remember what you've been building for. This is not a coincidence. This is alignment. And alignment brings acceleration. You might not even need to do anything this week. This isn't about effort. This is about receiving. Being open. Being still. Letting it come to you. Letting the universe hand you the next clue, the next confirmation, the next divine key. Don't chase clarity. Make space for it. And it will enter like it was always meant to. Yes, you've been tired. Yes, you've been fighting. Yes, you've had to hold yourself up in moments when no one else saw you. But now, you're about to be held by something greater. You're about to be embraced by truth. And that embrace will energize your soul in ways no human ever could. There's a calm coming. A deep, undeniable calm. Not because everything is perfect, but because you'll know it's on purpose. And when your soul feels that, everything shifts. Your posture changes. Your energy realigns. Your words become more powerful. your choices become more intentional. That's the beauty of divine revelation. It's not just an answer. It's a shift in your identity. It's a reminder of who you are and what you carry. You're not just someone moving through life. You are assigned. You are anointed. You are divinely timed. This week, you will witness a piece of the divine puzzle drop into place. And when it does, it will unlock a new timeline. Not only will you understand the past, you will also see what's next with divine clarity. And you'll be ready for it. You won't second guess anymore. You won't hesitate. Because you'll know why. Chosen one, there's a sacred unfolding happening within you right now. It's subtle, yet powerful. You may not have realized it, but while you were waiting for answers, something was being constructed inside your spirit. Every pause, every delay, every moment of uncertainty has contributed to the foundation of your breakthrough. And now, that inner construction is complete. You've outgrown confusion. You've evolved beyond doubt. Now you're ready for divine realization. Before the weekends, a full circle moment is going to occur. A moment that ties the loose threads of your past together and reveals the pattern you couldn't see before. You've been operating on faith. Now you're stepping into knowledge. And when you walk with both faith and knowledge, your power becomes unstoppable. There's something powerful about hindsight being delivered in divine timing. It removes the bitterness of the past and replaces it with wisdom. You'll stop regretting and start recognizing that thing that broke your heart. It was shaping your compassion. That season of silence, it was sharpening your discernment. That betrayal, it birthed your boundaries. Everything has been fertilizing the soil of your next chapter. You've been prepared in secret, but your emergence will be public. The revelation you receive is not just a private blessing. It's also a permission slip to step out, to show up fully, to claim what's yours, to take back what was stolen from you energetically, emotionally, and spiritually. This is the moment when divine truth gives you the green light to move forward, boldly and unapologetically. This coming moment of clarity will be layered. At first, it may feel simple, a thought, a realization, a sudden calm. But as it expands in your heart, you'll see how deep it goes. It will untangle pain you forgot you were still carrying. It will answer questions you stopped asking. And it will empower you to finally let go of things you were never meant to carry into your future. You're not just receiving a reason, you're receiving release. Release from the cycles that exhausted you. Release from the identities that were assigned to you in survival mode. You're not meant to live from pain anymore. You're meant to live from purpose. And this why is the bridge between the two. When that divine why arrives, and it will, you won't just understand your story better. You'll also forgive yourself more deeply. You'll stop blaming yourself for not knowing what you couldn't possibly have known at the time. You'll release shame. You'll breathe easier. You'll stop hiding parts of yourself. Because now you'll realize that every version of you was trying to survive the silence, the waiting, the stretching, and now those versions get to rest. The healed you is ready to rise. And when you rise, everything around you shifts. Your energy will speak before your words do. People will feel your peace. Your presence will become a healing field. Why? Because you're no longer searching for answers. You've become the answer. The awareness, the knowing, the divine insight you carry will be a light for others too. This week will mark a turning point. And no, it may not be dramatic. It may not involve big crowds or major announcements, but it will be undeniable, like a key clicking into the right lock after years of trying. And in that moment, doors will swing open inside you. Opportunities will begin to appear around you. People will start to notice you again. But this time, they'll see the real you. This version of you, clear, confident, aligned, is a magnet for destiny. You won't chase, you'll attract. You won't beg, you'll command. Not from ego, but from alignment. Because when you know why, you stop doubting your value. You stop questioning your right to thrive. You begin to live in overflow because you're no longer leaking energy to confusion. So many things are going to become clear this week. You'll realize why the path had detours, why certain people couldn't come with you, why you were forced to face certain patterns alone, why you had to break in order to become unbreakable. There's nothing wrong with how your story unfolded. It had to unfold this way for the power in you to be fully unlocked. Don't be surprised if your spirit suddenly feels stronger, if you wake up one morning and the sadness is just gone, if you feel called to move in a way you've never moved before. That's your knowing activating. That's clarity making space in your system. That's your purpose syncing with divine timing. It's already happening. You are stepping into alignment with the truth of who you've always been, not who the world told you to be, not who trauma shaped you to be, but the original you, the powerful, clear, divine instrument of transformation, the one who knows why. This week, before it ends, you will remember, you will rise, and you will never go back. Chosen one, take this in with your full spirit. The version of you that has been waiting, doubting, questioning, is giving way to a version of you that knows. This is not a subtle shift. This is your moment of spiritual remembrance. And before this week ends, you will look back at everything you've endured with new eyes, eyes of wisdom, not wounds. You will look in the mirror and finally see yourself not through the lens of delay, but through the lens of divine design. Everything you've been through was for this very unveiling. You weren't being buried, you were being planted. You weren't being punished, you were being preserved. And now, what's been hidden within you is starting to bloom. The revelation coming your way is not only going to make things clear, it's going to restore everything that confusion stole from you. This is more than insight. This is redemption. All those moments you spent second-guessing yourself, blaming yourself for the things that didn't work, those will be replaced by grace. This clarity will correct the narrative in your mind. You'll stop seeing yourself as someone who's behind or broken or forgotten, and instead, you'll start seeing yourself as chosen, cherished, aligned. And that shift in identity will change everything. Your energy is recalibrating. The vibrations you are sending out are no longer, "Please understand me." They are now, "I finally understand myself." And when you understand yourself, when you know why you went through what you did, when the divine reason reveals itself, peace becomes your new atmosphere. No more walking on emotional eggshells. No more fearing what's next. You're grounded now. You're clear now. You're ready now. This knowing will bring back your boldness. It will stir up the dreams you silenced because life was too loud. It will give you the courage to say yes to the things you used to fear, and a powerful no to what no longer serves your elevation. When you know the why, you become focused. You become selective. You stop entertaining anything that doesn't match your alignment. Don't be surprised if, after this revelation arrives, you start shedding things quickly. Old beliefs, draining habits, outdated goals. You'll feel a divine speed moving through your life. Because now that you know why, there's no more room for confusion to survive. Confusion dies in the presence of clarity. And clarity, you're about to be drenched in it. There will be no need to beg for signs anymore. Your entire life will become the sign. You'll begin to feel a new kind of divine rhythm guiding you through each day. You'll feel like heaven is walking with you, breathing through you, speaking on your behalf. And you'll know that you're no longer in survival, you're in sacred flow. The people around you will feel it. They'll look at you and notice the difference, even if they can't explain it. They'll feel your frequency has changed, that your eyes now carry peace instead of pressure, that your words are filled with weight instead of worry. This is what happens when a chosen one receives divine clarity. You radiate transformation. And with that clarity will come restoration. Your energy will return. Your hope will rise. Your boundaries will strengthen. Your time will feel more valuable. You'll be less likely to compromise on your peace. Because once you know, truly know, you won't allow yourself to forget. The pain taught you. but the clarity will graduate you. What's about to land in your spirit is going to give you divine confirmation, not just of where you've been, but of where you're going. And this confirmation is not just mental, it's going to be spiritual. You will feel it in your body. A knowing will rise up in your bones. You'll stand taller. You'll move with intention. You'll stop questioning what you're allowed to have and start receiving what was always meant to be yours. That's the moment everything changes. Because once you see yourself with divine eyes, once you understand the divine why, your entire reality reshapes itself. The things you thought you needed, you'll no longer crave. The things you thought you lost, you'll realize were never meant to stay. The people who walked away will no longer be a source of grief. They'll become a part of the evidence that something greater was always ahead. This week, your soul is getting proof. Proof that you are not forgotten. Proof that you are not lost. Proof that the universe heard every cry, counted every tear, measured every silent night. And now that proof is about to become revelation. And that revelation is about to become movement. Watch what happens when your energy is no longer leaking into confusion, but is fully centered in clarity. Watch what happens when your why becomes your launch pad. This is your moment. Not next week, not next year. This week. Before it ends. Chosen one. Feel this truth settle deep within you. Your wait has not been in vain. The process you've been walking through, silent, stretching, at times agonizing, was never meant to break you. It was meant to prepare you. And now, as the final hours of this pivotal week unfold, everything is aligning to deliver the revelation that will define your next chapter. This is divine timing in its purest form. You are about to walk into a knowing so clear, so affirming, so undeniable that it will change the way you view your past and transform the way you walk into your future. The pain, the stillness, the uncertainty. It wasn't a delay in your story. It was the preparation of your strength. And now the moment of understanding is here. There's a message designed just for you, and it's been slowly finding its way into your heart. By the end of this week, it will land. And when it does, it will pull you out of survival mode and anchor you into your higher truth. This is the moment you've been sensing. The shift you couldn't describe but couldn't ignore. The energetic countdown is almost complete. You are seconds from insight that will rewrite everything. You felt like you were living in the hallway, between where you've been and where you're going. That in-between place has been disorienting. But now, the door is opening. The hallway has served its purpose. Clarity is approaching like a light flooding in. You are no longer wandering. You are about to arrive. When you receive this final confirmation, when the why becomes clear, you'll experience a soul exhale, a deep release. Your chest will feel lighter. Your steps more certain. You'll no longer question whether you're qualified, chosen, or aligned, because you'll feel it. You'll know that everything you've been through gave you keys, and now you're finally standing in front of the right door. And this door, it doesn't just lead to clarity, it leads to calling. It leads to the spaces and places where your light is needed. To the people who were divinely arranged to meet the real you, the clear you, the whole you, the unstoppable you. You are about to walk into a timeline where confusion no longer has authority over your mind. This is the week it ends. This is the week it breaks. This is the week you rise. So don't shrink. Don't silence the voice that's getting louder in your heart. Don't dismiss the knowing that's surfacing. You are not imagining it. You are awakening to it. And as you do, every part of your life will begin to reflect that inner shift. You'll find yourself speaking with more authority, moving with more grace, expecting with more boldness. Because you're no longer negotiating with fear, you're negotiating with destiny. The energy of this week is sacred. It's not about rushing, it's about receiving. Breathe into it. Listen. Notice what stands out. Pay attention to what feels different. Your clarity may arrive through a conversation, a message, a deep moment of stillness, or even through your own intuition speaking louder than ever before. But however it comes, you'll know. And once you know, you can't unknow. That's the power of truth. It doesn't just inform, it transforms. It becomes a compass, a weapon, a torch. And now it's becoming yours. You're not ending this week the same way you started it. You've crossed an invisible line. What once confused you no longer controls you. What once scared you no longer stops you. You're walking out of this week with vision in your eyes and fire in your bones. This is not just a new season. This is your emergence. You're becoming everything the silence was preparing you for. You're stepping into everything the waiting was creating space for. And you're receiving everything the why was meant to reveal. From this point forward, you don't just walk with hope, you walk with evidence. And chosen one, that changes everything.